Alright, so today we're going to create a cylinder with a spigot in Google Sketchup. In order to do so, we'll get into SketchUp and we're going to select the circle. If it's not a circle, you can always hit the drop down and change it. And from the base, what we'll do is we'll click and drag it out. And notice it's tough to get it to be precisely 50 millimeters. So what I can do is, as I'm clicking and holding, type in 50 and hit enter, and it will lock me in as a 50 millimeter cylinder circle. So from now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the face up, and once again I can't get precise or as precise as I want to be. So what I'll do is I'll type in 60 millimeters, but that's not enough. So I'm going to keep going. What I can do is I can keep pulling it up. Now notice it starts over. So I know that I've got 60 millimeters invested already. I type in 80 more for a total of 140 millimeter tall cylinder. That doesn't really do much for me because it's all closed in. What I can do is I can actually scale it out. So I'm going to take from one of the edges and scale it out. Not too far, you don't want to use too much material, make it too thick, especially for this project. So I'll have it be 2 millimeters thick. And what I want to do now is I want to pull this down to fit around the cylinder. So I've got the height of the cylinder as 140 millimeters. The exterior is going to be simply 2 millimeters thick. I'll select and I'll delete out that top, so now it's hollow if you take a look and spin it around. And the next thing that we need to take care of is we need to build a spigot onto the bottom of the tank. So spinning it around so that it makes it ideal for us to build. Now if I take a pencil and drag it out, that really doesn't help me a whole lot. Yeah, it'll get me a line, but what I really want is I want to build another cylinder coming off of it. So I'll click on the circle, and on the face I'm going to type out to be 4 millimeters thick, 4 millimeters wide, sorry, and I'll scale it out. So it'll be 2 millimeters thick. I want to have some sort of thickness there, otherwise it'll get too flimsy, it'll be real easy to break. Okay. So I'll take the cylinder and extend it out. I'm going to end up extending it out 25 millimeters. Just give the water a little bit of place to travel. Now, one thing that we're going to notice is that when we were trying to extend out the thickness here, it wasn't working. So I can delete it, and I can actually pull it back, going from the end to the beginning. So now what that's doing is it's creating a thickness on the cylinder, on the spigot. I'll rotate around, and I don't want it to be capped, so I'll delete that there. And I need to check to make sure that the other side is also clear. It doesn't have any structure on it, so I'll have to navigate a little bit around. Notice we've got it protruding a little bit. That's fine. So here, notice that if I select that circle, it's selecting everything on the interior. So what I want to do is I want to create another circle and delete that piece. So I'm just basically telling SketchUp that I want to delete a certain piece. To do so, to make it easy, take the pencil, go across the diameter, and then using the circle tool, I'll start at the midpoint and build a circle going out. Now it's not going to be flush, not going to be perfect, but it will get us the diameter that we need. So now I've got a circle, and I can delete the pieces. I'm deleting the pieces. Now all of a sudden you see the light through. I can delete these extra lines coming in, and I've got myself a cylinder with a spigot attached. Taking a look, just making sure everything looks good, and I want to make sure that the dimensions are appropriate. So I'm looking for the diameter of the tank to be 140 millimeters. Sorry, 100 millimeters was the thickness of the tank, and we'll take care of that. And then the next piece is we need to find the height of the tank, and sure enough it is 140 millimeters. So we're good, and you have the text tool to where I can add it and type in 140 millimeters. So that way my final product, when it's ready to send for printing, it now shows 140 millimeters tall and 100 millimeters thick. I'll just clean this up a little bit, move it so that it's easier to see. And there you have it, a cylinder with a spigot. Hopefully this helps, and good luck.